And we are back with the fourth segment of the GSMC basketball podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. And in this fourth segment, I'm going to be talking about the possibility of LeBron and Steph potentially hinting at something on Instagram. So again, these are just, I'm just talking about possibilities. So this isn't really saying they're jumping from team to team. This isn't accusing any player of anything. They didn't do anything wrong, so don't expect any sort of news like that. But essentially, after these Olympics, after these LeBron and Steph Curry teamed up for the first time, a lot of people, they just cannot stop. They just love talking about this duo, and they really want to see this duo play again. So Steph Curry and LeBron, they fuel the speculation all over Instagram, posting a picture of the two of them. So LeBron and Steph, they've been rivals for decades, and since the towards the end of the 2010s, that entire era was just LeBron and Steph in the finals. And LeBron and Steph, they were named FIBA's Olympic All-Star. They were named to FIBA's Olympic All-Star 5, with LeBron James being named the MVP for the entire league. And since now the Olympics are over, LeBron and Curry are going back to playing for their regular NBA teams, who obviously are nowhere near as good as the teammates that they've previously had. And they're going to have to compete for a championship in this season. And even though now their championship hopes are arguably at the lowest they've been ever. I mean, the Lakers, they haven't been in title talks since 2020. And for Golden State, I mean, they ended up winning a title later after losing Kevin Durant. But now that they don't have Klay, Steph Curry has never won a playoff game without Klay Thompson. And, that's a scary fact in of itself. But going into the playoffs without Klay Thompson is another thing that Steph Curry is going to have to just get used to. So, while the likelihood of them winning a championship is probably never going to happen, the possibility of LeBron and Steph teaming up on an NBA team has been floating around ever since they played in Paris. Ever since they suited up together in the same uniform, a lot of people were talking about the possibility of them being on the same team. And after they ended up winning the gold medal, they ended up posting the exact same picture of them having the gold medal in their possession. Now, I would post the picture up here, but I don't really have it. And I mean, if you see it, it's clear as day. They both have the exact same picture. LeBron's holding the gold medal. Steph Curry's also holding the gold medal, and they're pointing it at the camera. And obviously, Lakers fans, they would get very excited adding Steph Curry to the duo of LeBron and Anthony Davis, and that would immediately make them favorites to win the season. Not to mention, you have to remember that the Lakers, they also had a trade in place that probably would have sent LeBron to Golden State for which player? I have no idea. In exchange for who? No idea, but most likely the plan was to team up LeBron with Steph and Curry. And obviously the LeBron's agent, he just didn't want any part of that, so they ended up scrapping the idea. But just imagine LeBron and Steph playing on the exact same NBA team. The amount of havoc that they would completely bring onto every single squad in the NBA is devastating. You're talking about pairing up the best player ever and then pairing him up with the best shooter ever. That's just a recipe for disaster if you're every single NBA team that isn't that team. And Steph Curry even admitted that he had healthy resentment for LeBron James after, being teammates. And, it took some time it obviously took some time for the two of them to get used to each other for so many years. But before teaming up on Team USA, Curry, when they were meeting in the NBA Finals year in after year, Steph Curry, he felt bad for beating LeBron all those times because, let's face it, the Warriors, they had a much better squad than the Cavaliers in those years when they were fighting for a championship. And Curry, through all of those years, there's obviously respect for who he is as a person and a player, and how good he is, and the challenge of trying to beat him and trying to solve that problem every single year is obviously one of those tasks that it's not a very easy thing to carry out. And the fact that Steph has been able to do it for as long and as consistently as he has just shows you how good of a player he really is. And honestly, I mean, let me know in the comments what you guys think of this team up. I have no idea why it keeps disconnecting, but it just keeps... All right, whatever. It's back again. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think that it's better for LeBron and Steph to be rivals? Would you rather see the two of them team up? Or would you rather see the two of them leave both of their situations and join completely different teams? Would you like to see a completely different change in scenery for LeBron, or would you like to see a completely different change in scenery for Steph, similar to how Klay Thompson is having a change in scenery? Which would you rather have? And, me personally, I wouldn't mind seeing the two of them play on the same team. It would be very interesting to see just how amazing and just how great the two would team up now that they would be on the same team. But again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys think, that's just blasphemous, would you rather not have that happening? But other than that, we're going to go ahead and go into the fifth segment where I talk about a player who I think does not deserve a MVP in their specific year. And a lot of people, they really like this player. So again, this might ruffle a couple people's feathers, but again, this is my opinion. If you guys have differing opinions, let me know in the comments section below. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about this player right after this break. So be sure to stay tuned to figure out exactly who that player is.